Okay, hello YouTube, hello armor sling people. Um, it's so difficult to find time these days. Busy, always busy, but I am driving to work now, early morning. So let's just talk about armor sling. Um, the announcement came out. My next match is gonna be Danil Ustinow, as you guys know, I'm sure. So that's something we have to prepare for. And I almost didn't really have time yet to think about what exactly am I gonna do, how exactly am I going to prepare. Last week spent in Lithuania, just a short holiday. I did have a chance to visit that Vilnius club, the place where I did train for 4 years at least, while I was a student in Vilnius. So it was fun to meet some of the guys from the old days. Most of them were new already, new faces. And it was right after the session, I was somehow bragging that I don't feel much. I'm not gonna be sore, but it turns out that I am actually pretty sore after that. So yeah, I guess now we will just restart, and start building towards the Switzerland event, East versus West. Left hand feels doesn't feel that great. Something here in the forearm, plus the wrist. But left hand doesn't matter right now. The match is on the right hand, right arm. And the right arm feels okay. So, but Danil is, of course, he's very good at what he does. Very aggressive top roll, and I don't like this fact, but it seems like I'm the guy who, like, I am a top roller, but maybe I'm not a one-trick pony enough anymore, to the point where if I meet another top roller, I actually might get top rolled, which I hate. So that's a bit of a problem because yeah, against Giannis I was kind of top rolled, and I was never able to secure that wrist control, hand control. Not sure. Of course, Giannis was strong, but I was also not happy about the refereeing. Always a little bit closed like this, it's never given a proper position in that referee grip. I hope the referees somehow figure out a good way to put us together without allowing one of the guys to run away too much. But anyway, so that's one of the issues I can see. And yeah, me being top rolled by Ustinow and then not being able to hook him either. And then the flop wrist press might not work this time because Danil is just a little bit more aggressive, more explosive than Giannis. He might not give me enough time to load up my press. So, not even sure which strategy should I choose. I could try to just bring my top roll back to a good level. I should of course think about the positioning, the starting position, because his lever of his forearm, I think it is a little bit shorter than mine. He might really get a very beautiful post on me. So I think I might have to go a little back with my elbow to just prevent him being so vertical. That's one thing, but yeah, also I probably have to work on my post and my cupping a little bit. So I think I will just do that. I do have that good handle at work, in the gym at work. Do these kind of things for fingers and cupping. Normally that works very well, I noticed. Kind of make sure the fingertips are also ready to work. So I think that's one of the things I will focus on, kind of doing pull-ups on that handle. It should really help to make sure that I can maintain my cup without Danil opening it. And then also, I think I'll do some more standard, kind of almost like a biceps thing. Probably still through the knuckles here, but yeah, I should probably film it and show it maybe later today during my lunch break. So that's what I'm thinking to do if I focus on the top rolling path. I could also work a little bit on the hook, because I don't think he can just bully me in the hook. I think in the hook I might be better by now. But the problem is that, you know, I am maybe okay in the hook, in the static hook power, but I don't think I'm a good, I cannot really attack in the hook. I cannot bring him inside too easily. So I guess I just somehow top roll without being afraid of getting hooked. And if it somehow ends up in the hook, then I'm fine. But I really don't want to lose that wrist. Endurance is maybe one of my weapons, as always. And Danil being so muscular, I think naturally it will be more difficult for him to maintain that energy through rounds. So for sure that's something which I will try to abuse. You know, making sure that every single setup takes some energy out of him. Well, that's one thing I can do for sure, yeah. But again, hoping that he gets tired is not necessarily a good strategy, because I already tried that against Makarov and didn't go so well. So if I am overpowered, then endurance doesn't matter that much. Yeah, mostly I'm afraid of him just getting that nice post and immediately opening my hand. That would be the worst case scenario. I need to get some kind of stop. And it's funny these days, like it's a bit hard to, you know, one training session I'm feeling great, another training session somehow is different. Yeah, I feel like yeah, I'll probably need to work a bit on the muscles, my muscle size, just to bring it back a little, so I can trust it. Because the frame, for sure, the frame is fine. That's not the problem at all. but maybe the muscle mass is should be brought back a little. My weight is now, I think it's now 76 kilo. 2 weeks ago it was only 74. So I even started to eat some more carbs too, and in general more calories to at least reach 77. And I'm not at 77 yet, but at least I have freedom to increase my calories. So I think it's like being at 76 is not too bad. I will not have to worry about cutting. But of course, ideally, it would probably be nice to be around 79, just a few kilo above that weight class. That would be nice. But I don't know, seems hard to do at the moment. So yeah, if I can just get 1 more kilo to at least be at 77, that's fine. My fridge is full of good meat right now. Just received an order of 85 kilo of beef sitting in my freezer right now. I ate some of it for breakfast, feeling good. So yeah, I think I'll just focus on the good food for a while, and a bit of muscle size focused training. But I also want to do table time sessions, maybe even twice a week for at least a couple of weeks, which, table time is always a bit too static. So I don't know if I can balance it well. But we will see. Okay, I can see the screen is very bright. Let me see if I can. Yeah, that's better. So that's what's going on. Once again, I'll bring my family to Switzerland. It's quite a short weekend this time. We are only arriving on Thursday. The competition is going to be on Saturday, and then we go back on Sunday. So yeah, that's what's up. Let me know, guys, if you have any good ideas for me to use in my fight against Danil Ustinow. And also, maybe some of you know, how is Danil feeling these days? I heard from some of the Kazakh guys, heard that he's pretty good right now. I always knew that his left was better, but I don't know if it's still the case right now. Back in 2023, when I first met him, his left was for sure dominating the junior weight classes, and he also came up to the senior weight class, and he was the only guy who didn't beat me on the left that time. But it was he won against me during the qualification matches, and I'm pretty sure he was confident going into the semifinals. But somehow I did manage to beat him in the semifinal, and I also beat with our think the guy from Azerbaijan in the final. So I did end up getting gold on the left and right. But yeah, Danil was the only guy who did manage to beat me during that competition in Kazakhstan. And I think since then he somehow feels that I don't think he was probably not happy about losing that semifinal match. And since then he really tried to go to have a match against me. Pretty sure he believes he can beat me. But again, I don't know if his right is as good as his left right now. It might be. Maybe some of you know the situation. Let me know in the comments if you have any inside info. How is Danil's shape? He looks very big, of course. Looks muscular. Maybe even more muscular than ever. Always lifting those crazy weights. So yeah, it looks pretty scary from the outside. But I wonder, is his left still better, or did he manage to bring his right up to the same level? So yeah. No, Danil is, of course, we had some conversations on Instagram. He's a good guy, just having fun, training hard, and very young. I think he's only 20 years old. So I think for his age, he is extremely impressive. But I do have a few years on him, so I would assume that my joints and tendons are a bit more conditioned, so that will give me more endurance, hopefully, if I can somehow be more efficient in the positions. But again, it only matters if I stop him and we actually start to, if you have to sit for a few seconds in some position. So I am confident. I'm sure I will be able to bring some good shape into a match. But I also remember my experience from the fight with Nurdoulet. Yeah, another Kazakhstan guy who really came in a good shape and just kind of overpowered me a little bit too much. So I hope it doesn't happen with Danil. So yeah, we will just focus on the top roll powers, I think, to make sure that I can match his power well enough. And then even if something goes wrong and I don't match it perfectly, I can still at least have a few good stops before something fails. And then I can maybe use my versatility to use other weapons, like flopper's press if needed, or even the hook if he chooses to test it. So yeah, these are my thoughts. This video is a bit longer, but this is where we are. I did feel great a few weeks ago. Didn't feel so great yesterday while I was training because I was kind of sore still after Lithuania. So it feels like it's going a little bit up and down, up and down. Of course, the 2-week rest at the end of this preparation will always work. But yeah, we'll just try to peak as well as we can. Yeah, that's it. Going to work. Gonna be a long day.
See you guys in Switzerland. Boom.